This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. Yes, Boss, by Mira, Vance. Chapter 1. Dominic. Most people don't understand how much blood it takes to make 10 inches of thick cock hard. Enough to make you lightheaded. Who in the fuck is she? I snatch away the tablet Marcus just shoved in front of me. My world narrows to the image of the girl on the screen. He drops into the leather chair across from my desk and grins. HR background check just sent me that. Is that so? My eyes dart from him to the tablet in my left hand, then to my computer monitor where I'm reading a bullshit legal document outlining a litany of issues with an upcoming merger, which has my blood pressure working its way into the stroke zone. Yep, that little cutie right there is one Zara Winters. 2.3 million followers on some new social app called Pulse. Gen Z. The bitch hates corporate America and has a particular thing for male millennial and Gen X CEOs. Like you. I look at her again as Marcus folds his hands in front of his chest. Nice ass, though. The urge to rip his spine right out of his throat, toss it out the window, and watch it fall 60 stories to the Manhattan sidewalk below is strong right now. Jesus, is my dick getting hard? This girl on the screen staring back at me with the slightest curve of a smile like my own barely legal strawberry blonde Mona Lisa. I can't rip my eyes away. I don't know whether I want to possess her or protect her, but I certainly don't want him even thinking about her, let alone thinking about her ass. Why should I care about this Miss Zara Winters? She applied for Elena's position, using the name Sarah Mitchell. She'll be at the Bratton Hollow offices tomorrow for the interview. Elena who? He blinks at me. Elena McBride, your last assistant. You flew her to Bratton Hollow with you, then fired her. That was her name? I thought it was Amber? The girl was a total nightmare. 21 years old, prone to bursting into tears at the slightest criticism. She lasted a week, which is 3 days longer than her predecessor. Our corporate headquarters are here in New York, but when I started this company with the little money I inherited from my father after the disaster of his downfall and death, I needed cheap offices. Rented half a floor in some crummy building in my mother's hometown of Bratton Hollow, named the company after her maiden name, and somehow found a market. Within a year, I owned the building, and within 5 I had a foothold in 14 countries. But Bratton Hollow was where it all started, and I never really left. Built a home, moved my mom back there for a few months before she died of cancer, and when I don't have to be on the road or in one of our other offices, I return there to work out of the same building that began it all. I'm a billion-dollar CEO, and all I really want is to settle down in a small town that should be the backdrop for a Hallmark movie or a cheesy romance book series. But my drive to succeed overrides my need to slow down and experience the life my mother always talked about with such warmth. So what's her deal? If she's looking for dirt, there isn't any. I lean back in my chair, setting the tablet on the top of my sleek glass desk, scanning pictures on the walls and my shelves. Me at tech conferences. Shaking hands with the mayor of NYC at some charity function I don't remember attending. Breaking ground on our new server farm in Detroit. It took me 8 years to build something that couldn't be destroyed by a 24-hour news cycle. Where my father's real estate development empire was built on high leverage and higher interest rates, I leaned into my analytical brain. Pushed through an IT degree at Stanford in 3 years, then my master's in half the time it would take most Mensa types. I'm not the sharpest crayon in the box, but I'll outwork fucking anyone if it means getting to my goal. When someone tells me I can't do something, I don't argue. I just prove them wrong. You know what no one can take away from you? Your education, what's in your brain and your heart. I've turned my father's battered legacy into a billion-dollar bank account, but that's not enough for me. This is my life, working, winning, beating down anyone who dares get in my way. But this ripe little peach on the tablet screen is the first woman in more than a decade to have an effect on my pulse, and in this moment, that's all that matters.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.